The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks! This place
The Joe Cronin Show.
CNN masturbated all fucking day. Dude, I will eat your fucking asshole out and then spit it into your mouth, baby bird style. Who wants to go? Call the show. I'll fuck your ass! I want to kill myself! If I think it sucks, I tell you!
The Joe Cronin Show.
Oh my God, brother. Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother.
Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. Probably one of those two, if I had to guess. There's a lot of stuff today. The Donald Trump at court, which is all obviously just to embarrass, try to ruin his thing. I can't believe it. In America, we're trying to smear and put in jail our political figures. America has become Venezuela. Almost. It's close. Tonight, we got WWE Raw ratings are in, I believe. I think these are right. I'm going to look at them. We're going to find out in a minute. We got all kinds of shit. We got the Bruins and Panthers tonight. There's other hockey games, too. We can go over those, but the Celtics beat the shit out of Cleveland the other day. What did Cleveland say? We want Boston or whatever? They were like, we want Boston. Well, you got Boston, motherfucker. Just like your city. You know what I mean? That's like Cleveland cheering. You know what I mean? Like imagine Cleveland cheering that we want Boston. You do want You want any other city, Cleveland, your shithole fucking city. Cleveland wants any city. They would have chanted for anybody. They weren't saying they wanted the NBA team to come in and beat them. They weren't talking about that. They were literally saying, please, like, help us. Like, we want to be Boston. They want to be anybody. You ever looked at Cleveland? It's a fucking shithole. Cleveland would cheer for anybody to come in and save them. Cleveland would rather be, like, probably Los Angeles, because at least Los Angeles, like, if you're Cleveland, at least Los Angeles has the upside of becoming rich and has Hollywood celebrities around and things like that are going on. Like, there's some semblance of success going on right nearby. Cleveland? Where's the success in Cleveland? The whole place is a shithole. Like, it's like this. None of this is good. I don't like who cares? Like, Cleveland is fudged. Like, there's nothing in Cleveland that's good. It's like, okay. So I get why Cleveland was cheering for Boston. Please save us, Boston. Please save us, Celtics. Anybody. Save us. We're Cleveland. Where's the fucking Cleveland song when you need it? Play it. 'Cause it's a shithole.
Fun times in Cleveland again. Still Cleveland. Come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. Under construction since 1868. See our river that catches on fire. It's so polluted that all our fish have AIDS. We see the sun almost 3 times a year. This guy has at least 2 DUIs. The flats look like a Scooby-Doo ghost town. Don't slow down in East Cleveland or you'll die. Our economy's based on LeBron James. Buy a house for the price of a VCR. Our main export is crippling depression. We're so retarded that we think this is art. It could be worse though, at least we're not Detroit. We're not Detroit.
Always a classic. There's another one. Where's the other one?
Fun times in Cleveland today. Cleveland. Come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. Come and look at both of our buildings. Buy some food that's prepared near the street. Who knows, you might even see this guy. You should come on down to West 6th Street. It's the perfect place if you're a douchebag. Watch the poor people all wait for buses. Who the fuck still uses a payphone? Here's the place where there used to be industry. This train is carrying jobs out of Cleveland. Cleveland leads the nation in drifters. Here's a statue of Moses Cleveland. He's the guy who invented Cleveland. Yeah!
Oh, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. That's you, Cleveland. That'll forever be you, Cleveland. That'll forever be Cleveland. Those scumbags. So, the Celtics beat the shit out of the Heat, or the Cleveland Cavaliers. I can't even remember their name because they beat the Heat too, but, the Bruins took game 1 in Florida, and it was really good. We'll see what they do next. The Bruins beat the crap out of Florida Panthers, and the Celtics beat the crap out of Cleveland Cavaliers. It feels so good. And then our new quarterback, May, or whatever his name is, for the Patriots, the new rookie guy that we just drafted or whatever, he came on the radio the other day, and he was like, yeah, it's great to be up here, and obviously I'm watching, the Celtics and the Bruins are doing really well and everything, and he had this really thick Southern accent or whatever, but I was like, oh, shit, like, wow. Talk about endearing yourself. The guy knows that our sports teams are kicking ass right now, and he mentioned it. Like, some other people would be like, oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I guess they're doing good. Like, I don't know. Like, this guy knew, though. He mentioned it. So, like, he's already making me have a giant boner. Okay? So, I mean, he could suck and everything go to hell and whatever, but, I mean, the guy, what I heard, oh, my God, guys. Did you guys hear about what the TSA found at Logan Airport? Oh, my God. Oh, my God, 7 News, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Oh, my God, TSA finds a set of throwing knives in a passenger's carry-on bag at Logan Airport. Oh, my God, no. How about all the fucking idiots that are now hired to fly the planes, work on the planes, build the planes, and inspect the planes that are now just hired because they had to check some kind of DEI box? Then it doesn't matter whether they're really qualified or not. We got to check the box of diversity and inclusion and all that shit, so we don't fucking care about that. We just need to hire people to check off these boxes things so we can stay in business. Hey, look. Oh, my God. A passenger had some throwing knives. Ah! Listen, bro. I don't care how many throwing knives he had. And he better be damn good with them, because in close quarters on an airplane, bro, people are going to overtake you pretty quickly and you won't be able to throw shit. He was probably trying to bring them somewhere. I don't know. Can these go on carry-ons? I guess these aren't allowed on carry-on. Are they allowed on, but you can put them in you can ship, like you can travel with them right in your luggage? Is that okay? Anybody know the answer? I don't know the answer. By the way, I have Alexa Bliss's rookie card. Someone just posted 10 years ago. Alexa Bliss made her NXT debut. What the fuck? That's her music?
Oh. She's like a little fairy.
The debuting Alexa Bliss.
I'm very interested in seeing Alexa Bliss tonight.
She's Tinkerbell. She is Tinkerbell. She's adorable. I love her.
She told me she's a
This is cringe. The commentary and Alexa's, like, run to the ring is, like, cringe.
graduate of the University of Glitz with a major in bedazzling.
Oh.
I hope that translates
Wow.
to getting in the ring and getting whacked in the face.
Yeah, I don't know how much that's going to help. I mean, I love a rhinestone like any other girl, but
You bedazzle, Renee.
no.
Alexa Bliss just had way too much of a dance routine to the ring, bro. What were they thinking back then on NXT? Because, dude, this is just way too much, like, choreographed weirdness onto the way to the ring. Like, dude, this is wrestling. Why do you have, like, 5 different sort of signature movements of dance on the way down into the ring? Jesus Christ. Like, they really simplified her, thank God, but that was hard to see. That was hard to watch. Yeah, look, a good reminder from Jake DeMarco that Out of Nowhere tonight will take place on Patreon. So if you guys are on Patreon tonight, make sure you guys check out Out of Nowhere. And if you are a member here on YouTube as well, you'll get the alert with the link. So you'll get the link in the alert if you're a member here on YouTube. And if you're a patron, you'll also get the link to the video. I had a couple quick things to address real quick about the Patreon, by the way. I'm going to fix this. Someone the other day told me that if you're on the app on the phone, that you really can't search like the old shows in a way. You can search them if you type in Corrupted episode 13 or things like that. But like on the website, there's a way to click collections and then the collections pop up. And so when you click on the collections on the website and they pop up, you get the ability to scroll down and click on any one of the collection shows, and then you can listen to the whole catalog and get the timeline for all these shows. But you don't get this on a mobile app, so you have to search for the exact thing you're looking for. You can't just browse like, oh, let me browse all of Joe's former shows that I never heard before. They're probably funny shit and crazy stuff. I want to watch and listen to some of them. Well, you can't do it unless you go to collections, but collections, I don't believe, is available on the mobile app. So, and by the way, when you go to collections on my channel, I don't have any collections yet. I got to make them, my bad. But you can still go to tags, and tags will show you those shows. So, if I click on one of these, like Cult of Criticism, which we only did like 2 episodes of that, then it pops up and populates like this, and then you can see all the episodes and play them or download them or whatever you want to do. Audio and YouTube link. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pin this collections link right now actually to Patreon. So anybody, I think, on the mobile app should then see all of the shows. Let me just try this right now, because someone asked me about this the other day, and I said, yeah, that's super annoying, because then you can't find anything unless you search the specific episode, which that's stupid. Search my collections tags, previous shows. All right, so I'm putting that in. And when I put that in, I think everybody can see it now on the app. So if I go over to the app right now and I click on the app and I try to view page like I'm a listener, listen to all past shows, Joe Cronin Show. I can click on that link I just made, and that takes me off site? What? Oh my God, dude. Wow, that's so weird. When I click on that, it takes me off site onto like a desktop view. But I can still do it. And it shows me all the tags. That is so weird. Let me know what you guys experience with that. That is really bizarre. Wow. Okay, so that's totally weird. But now I wonder if I make a collection and I link that, if that's easier. Either way, I'm going to have it pinned to the top of my Patreon, because I think some people have even left Patreon over the fact that, like, you know what, I can't find the shows, so fuck it. So for anybody who wants to search all my old shows, this will at least help. This isn't a 100% fix for this, but it's a step in the right direction, I guess. It's a way that you can get there. It's not the best answer. I'm going to give this an example. I'm going to send this to the guys I know over there and show them what I'm talking about, because everybody must be dealing with this on Patreon. So I will send this to them and let them know, so maybe they can try to make a workaround or fix this. But it's only an issue if you're on your mobile device. But I mean, most of us are on our mobile devices. I want to be able to click on my shit. Like, okay, click on Patreon collections. Okay. And then I want to look at them and I want to go, okay, I want to watch Corrupted only. I want to watch Morning Madness, Joe's morning show. Oh, 222 episodes. See, if I click on that, it takes me to 200, like all the tags for all the shows we ever did. And it shows you how many episodes on each there are. Okay, here's Morning Madness. What's that? 227 episodes. I'm going to click Morning Madness. Okay? And now it's going to take me to, hopefully, all the episodes of Morning Madness. And now when it takes you to all the episodes of Morning Madness, you can search from date, episodes, tier, whatever. So now you can like theoretically search whatever. Except for when this annoying pop-up ad comes and blocks your screen. Wow, dude, Patreon really got to fix stuff. They really got to fix stuff. Okay, so then I click on it, and when I get there, it takes me to, then you can see all the episodes. And you can scroll through all the episodes. And now, remember, you can save all the audio that's on here. You can save the episode as an audio file on your phone or your computer or wherever forever. Or you can just play it. You can just click play. I'm going to click play right now. Hey, what's up, patrons? No, I'm just kidding. What's going on, guys? Just sitting here. I guess it's the lunch. It's dinner time here. I made the pre-dinner for the kids and did a few other things. And I do want to quickly say that we are going to have audio coming. Normally audio. I remember this podcast is when I prank called, I think I prank called Jesse or Tommy here. So that one's funny. It's 48 minutes long, but they're all like, there's so many of them. And then there's the Corrupted podcast with all the people I used to have on the show and everybody else and me and my wife. And there's a million podcasts. But anyway, let me know how that goes, guys. Or anybody that uses Patreon and you want to browse episodes and old things and whatever, let me know how that goes. It's a little clunky to me, and obviously it works even better if you like go on a desktop first and send it to yourself. On a desktop, it's easy. On a laptop or whatever, easy. You can search, view, browse, whatever. But on the phone, it's like a fucking nightmare. I don't know why.
Lyra is not a draw. Fidget Noof is a bum who will never draw. Zoe Stark, Johnny Soigano and Bronson Reed suck. SJW dogfucker Cody Rhodes sucks.
No.
This Nose Manera is a joke. It's fishy how the viewership numbers
are taking more than a day to report, says Bimbo Baggins. You know what, though? Bimbo, like, the viewership numbers have always taken that long, I feel like. Haven't they? I mean, like, there's been some times where we didn't get the Raw rating for, like till Wednesday or Thursday. So, and if you want to get into the conspiracy that WWE is reaching out to or paying off or whatever, like say like WrestleNomics or somebody like that, they're like reaching out to people, like paying them off, like, hey, don't broadcast the Raw ratings type of thing. Well, years ago, it took the Raw ratings a longer time to get out. Now we get the Raw ratings the next day or the day after. We used to get them the next day, day after, or day after that. So if you study Raw ratings being released, while they're taking a little bit longer recently, they're much faster than they were 5 years ago. But before that, they were even faster. So it's gone really fast to taking a while to pretty fast again to taking a while to now fairly fast again, but still not as fast as they used to be. So if you want to go into that conspiracy, like, I don't really think there's enough to back that up. And here's the thing. Can WWE pay or offset the ratings delivery of third-party companies who want to make money releasing and talking about the Raw ratings? Can WWE somehow make it more worth their while for that? I mean, I don't think so. Certainly not WrestleNomics and people like that. They're probably making more money by independently getting into breaking down and releasing these ratings, I think. So, I don't know. I don't think that's viable for them. Maybe for some of the other people, I don't know. But I don't think so. We've already got the ratings. I mean, Jake just sent me another link to it. I mean, we've got it on WrestleNomics, I think, Wrestling Observer, Wrestling Inc. I mean, I've got it via Ringside News. I mean, the ratings everywhere. So I don't think that there's anything missing. WWE Raw ratings down everywhere. That's what they're saying. But, and again, we're going to go to the playoff sports crutch at this point. So, I don't know. A lot of people are having trouble with the ratings right now, and a big part of that is because of the playoffs. There are basketball playoffs, there are hockey playoffs all around, and there's a problem. So, on Wrestling Observer, it says, we don't have the full chart at press time, but Raw would have been neck to neck with Boston Bruins, Florida Panthers NHL game on ESPN. That did 1.8 million viewers. So if you were curious about my Boston Bruins and the Florida Panthers, which, I mean, think about that. Boston Bruins and Florida Panthers. You have basically New England and Florida interested in that game. How many outside fans are watching the Bruins versus the Florida Panthers? Probably a few. Probably 200 or 300,000 people tuned in randomly that are just hockey fans to see that game. But in just New England and maybe we can't count the Canada numbers. So in just New England and in just Florida is a smaller market, obviously, 1.8 million views for the NHL Game 1. That beats Monday Night Raw, and they're 1.6 million viewers. So Monday Night Raw is a global, is a United States wide TV show watched by everybody in the country, and it's 1.6 million. It was beaten by just the Bruins game. So that's interesting. Ratings don't matter as much as they used to, Apollo. I see your comment. Ratings don't matter as much as they used to. But it is an indication, and it is the first indication. You know what I mean? They still matter. They really do. They don't matter as much as in like, oh my God, the show's going to be canceled. Oh my God, the advertising's up. Like, I'm trying to think of what to say here, but the ratings don't matter as much as they used to in some ways and in other ways. But they matter because there's still a measuring stick. And I would say that it's now the first indication that you're going to have problems. If your ratings are down or stagnant, you're going to have trouble with ticket sales. And if you have trouble with ticket sales, you're going to have trouble with merch sales. And if you have trouble with merch sales, people aren't interested in your people and your product. And you're going to have problems as a company because you're not that good. Like let's look at AEW. At one point, AEW would do 1.1 million, 980,000, 900,000, 800,000, 900,000, 1 million, high 900, 800, 700, 900, 800, 900, 1 million, 900, 800. Now, what has AEW been doing? 800,000, 700,000, 700,000, 800,000, 700,000, 700,000, 600,000. So what's the trend? Downward. What's the attendance like for AEW? Downward. Attendance is down by 45% in AEW. Down by 45% in AEW. What's their viewership down by? Their viewership is down by about 20%. What's WWE's attendance like? WWE's viewership has gone slightly up. Slightly. They were trending down. They couldn't sell tickets. They were having to tarp off areas. And now their tickets, their viewership on TV is still low, but higher than it was. Right? It's like it was going shh. We've done this I'm not going to do a big demonstration because nobody likes that, and I don't want to do it all over again. But like just off the cuff, real quickly, like if I were to draw the line of WWE's done this. I'm going to make this super crude. Ready? WWE did this with viewership numbers. And then WWE did this. This is WWE's viewership numbers. When the tarps were coming out and nobody were filling up SmackDown and nobody was filling up Raw and it looked kind of weird. That was here. That was there. And, WWE was on this fall. Right around, this is rock bottom right here. And see how they're now above the waterline? When attendance started, like now they started selling out shows again. All it took was a couple hundred, 200,000-300,000 people of interested people to show up here. This looks like we're drawing some kind of alien private part right now, by the way. This looks like some aliens privates that we're drawing. So WWE is now look at this. What is this? A cock ring? This is a Xandor. That's an alien's prick. So that's WWE. But what's AEW doing? AEW is doing this. AEW is doing this. So AEW is not bobbed up. They are crashing fucking down. right? So if their line is like this, where is it? This is their line. So they haven't come up yet. And they're not even done crashing yet. We're not done crashing yet, I don't think. So we're there with AEW. Crashing just down. AEW would have to do this like WWE. They haven't skipped up to do that yet. So they're stuck right now with no attendance. So what we know about this is when the crash is when the downward spiral is continuing and there's no stopping it, and it's continuing to trend downward, or even when it levels out and stays at what it's at downward wise, we know that results in low attendance, low interest, low attendance. So that's where we're at. WWE has come out of it. AEW is still, descending, or whatever you want to call it. Leonard Kitty Kisser.
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30 years. Never in all that time have I ever felt, until last Sunday, that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Oh, what a treat. Nice seeing you, Joey Love, in the afternoon like this. I'm considering ending my love for Tommy. I'll give you all the juicy details another time. I might be subjected to an NDA.
Right, Leonard Kitty Kisser. Apollo the Leader, you bring up another good point, brother. But let me explain it to you, right? Right? Let's explain it right now. Yo, Leonard Kitty Kisser, Diddler, whatever. Thank you for that donation. If you guys want to donate, did I put the link up? The link to the donation is up top. If you guys like these daytime streams and you want these daytime streams to continue, drop a donation. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. Super chat, become a member, donate, whatever. You got to somehow try to support the show if you want. I don't know. It's up to you guys. You don't have to, but just got to tell you about it because I don't have sponsors. I'm crowdfunded. Okay, let me explain it to you. We got to make a math equation. Right? Okay. What would the math equation be? I don't even know. I'm not good at math, but I have a theory, right? What is the math equation? What would it be? Because there's got to be an equation for this. Ratings times merch times attendance, ticket sales, ratings times merch times ticket sales. What would this be? Let me grab a calculator. Let's say ratings are let's say 5 times 5 times 5 is 125 divided by 3 is 41. So we don't know what the merch sales exactly are. We have to look really hard to find out what the merch numbers are. We don't know what they are. So all we really can go by is ratings and ticket sales. And we can't really, I guess with merch, all we can do is roughly guesstimate like a number of some kind. Like on a scale of 1 to 10. Like I've seen some of the numbers for merch, but like they're not very good. So I guess the merch numbers, merch is going to be based on like the ticket sales. So they're the same number almost. So you really don't need the merch number because pretty much logically, for the most part, if you have 10,000 people at the show, the merch sales are going to go up. So the merch sales are fairly indicative of the ticket sales. So you get rid of merch and you just do ratings and ticket sales. Am I missing something else? 2 + 2 = 10? Steiner math. Let's do some Steiner math here. Ratings and ticket sales. Is that all we have to go on? Ratings and ticket sales. I suppose that's really all we can go on. And then merch is like the result of that. Right? So I guess. I don't know if there's a way to, possibly. We need another X factor, I feel like. Oh, I know what it is. It's social media numbers. That's what it is. It's ratings. It's the TV ratings, ticket sales, and then it's like social media score or like you go to YouTube views or internet interest. I don't know. Like, what is that? Google Trends? Are the YouTube numbers down? I mean, I guess we could look at YouTube numbers. WWE, AEW. Past 30 days. Yeah. What if we go past 7 days? So you could give them a score. I mean, this is web-based search. This is web-based search. That's AEW in the red. AEW is the red line. So this is the past week, right? The past 7 days. See how WWE has these spikes? Right here, they're fairly even. This is weirdly even, but like WWE, AEW doesn't have much of a spike here. But WWE has a big spike here. And they trend down, then they go up, then they go down, then they go up, they go down. I mean, if you get rid of the term for WWE, I guess it makes it easier to try to see the interest of AEW. But there's the interest for the week. And now if we do 30 days, and then really if we do the year, like what's the interest this year for AEW? There's the interest for the year. And it's trending right now. It's trending fairly downward. This is the lowest. Right here is the lowest point of the last 90 days. And it's all right here. It's not just all of it. It's all right here. It's one of the lower points and longest lasting low points that there is. But it's still, so they're fairly on a downward slight trend, and they haven't gone up. Even their bigger spike back in March, which I think was when they, I don't remember what that was exactly, but probably something happened. But their closest one is lower, even in April, which I think does this have to do with the video released or whatever? I don't know. So that's not great. Now, if you do YouTube search reflects this as well. They have some skews here early on in the year. Skew. Then they got interest. They got a skew. Then they got interest. So they had interest here, which was good. And then they were fairly consistent here. And then they had some interest again. So that's pretty good. But then in the past, 2 weeks, interest has really dropped off again. And to the lowest point of the year right here. Lowest point of the year. You know, you would think you would come out after these things, you would come out more on top there. So right now, AEW's interest is slightly down. Right? So you could make the argument in court or anywhere that AEW's interest right now, if you were to give it a neutral, an up, or a down, you would have to give it a down overall. You'd have to say, okay, right now, this past 2 weeks, interest is down. That's what it is. It's just that way. However, if you do a WWE YouTube search, you can see that interest is fairly consistent. It's not down. It's accurately consistent. At no point do these lines start to drop off below this line, except for right here, and that was weeks ago, and it hasn't done that since. In fact, it's gone slightly up a little bit. So WWE, and that's a YouTube search, so let's check a web search. On the web, WWE is at its lowest right there in that spot we talked about again. And again, they did drop off a few times to touch that almost recently, but they have these spikes up here that are going above over here. So there's an interest still, and this is probably WrestleMania. And so there's an interest in WWE that's keeping them level at that point still. So WWE is not trending downward yet. There's a low point here, 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 here. So it's fairly equal. So they're equal in what they're doing. So you could make the argument WWE is neutral at this point. A couple of weeks ago, a month ago, you could have said interest is up. You could have put a green arrow up for WWE. Now you'd probably put a neutral arrow. Like WWE now in the last 2 weeks, neutrally interest. Right? So we're starting to be able to paint this picture that right now WWE is at a neutral standing, but attendance is up. TV ratings are up or neutral. But with AEW, it's down. Everything is down. Down, 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 down. So you can come up with those scores. Now, what do those things mean? But they mean they all play off each other. That's what they mean. If interest is down, if social media interest is down, if TV ratings are down, you know, what does that mean? What is that equation? What does that equal? Right? And I don't know, so you'd have to give it a score. So if you gave like AEW TV ratings, what score would you give that? Like, I don't know. Let's give it a score based on the rating. Well, the rating is like, 600, 700,000 people. So we give AEW a 5 out of 10. AEW ticket sales. They can only sell a certain amount of tickets anyway, and they can't even sell those. I would give them a score of like 3 out of 10. So there's ratings, there's tickets, and there's trends. Trends out of 10, I don't know, I'd give them a 5. WWE TV ratings are doing, they're doing all right-ish, right? And they're doing a little bit better than they used to. So let's say you give WWE, in this day and age, the ratings are pretty good for WWE right now. So I give them a 7, right? We'd have to write down what these things mean. WWE tickets, they're pretty much selling out everything right now still. And even when they didn't sell out, it was barely, and they're still selling out or coming very close to selling out, right? So ticket sales for WWE, you'd have to give ticket sales for WWE a really good score. They can sell far out, crazy buildings. They can sell, it's really good. I'd probably give it an 8. Trends, they're kind of neutral right now. They're just kind of whatever. They're not, I would say they're low. It's less it's not quite as good as TV ratings, so I'd give them a 6, right? WWE trend wise on the internet, I give them a 6, right? So what do you add those numbers up? I don't know. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21. So WWE gets a score of 21. I don't even know what this means. AEW gets a score of 13. What do these numbers mean? Is this just stupid guessing that doesn't matter? Does this make sense? We're not taking into account like demo in certain areas and where they were, and well, yeah, you could really get into the nitty-gritty of numbers. But I don't know, like if you put more time than I just put into this and you got more detailed or whatever, you could come up with better numbers and realistic, guesses and whatever. I don't know. I would think that, and by the way, what's the goal? Like, what would the goal be in these ratings? I would want WWE at 24 or above, because that would mean that WWE tickets, TV, and trends, they're an 8, right? I want them to be an 8 on everything, because that means they're popping everywhere. It's like they probably were at that around WrestleMania time, maybe, but they've gone down a little bit. AEW is probably at all 7s, maybe. I think at one point when AEW was, selling 5,000-6,000 tickets every show, I think for them that would be a 7 out of 10 in tickets. And I think AEW TV ratings when they were doing 900,000 to 1 million to 800,000, I think that would be a 7 for them, because for their audience and what they're doing, I think that's a 7 for them. It's different than WWE maybe. And I think for trending, they were maybe trending a little bit better. Maybe they had a 6, right? So maybe AEW had a 7, 7, and a 6. So at some point, AEW was like a 20. And at some point, WWE around WrestleMania was maybe a 24, maybe, right? So the gap was much smaller, right? AEW was at a 20 at one point, and let's say AEW is at that 20 right now. WWE was at their 21. My God, the companies would be so close. And that's what they were. They were at that one point, and WWE was worse off. WWE was doing 6s and 5s. AEW was doing a better job. Does it reflect? Everything reflect in the ratings? I don't think so. Some of it did. But it's just guessing. I mean, I'm just guessing things. I'm just trying to use this. And then if you add merchandise, now the volume of merchandise is down. But guys, we left out one thing. We left out NXT. How about NXT? At one point, NXT was only getting, 600,000 viewers a week. But NXT, when they did a pay-per-view, sellout. So they'd sell out shows, and it was crazy, but they were piggybacking off the main roster. But I would say that there's an enigma with NXT. Because think about this. With NXT, I think we might all agree with this. At one point, NXT was the best company around, was the best wrestling promotion around, and it didn't reflect in the ratings, but it did reflect in merch sales. So figure that conundrum out. At one point, NXT sold out stadiums, had top merchandise, but we didn't have a TV show really. It was on the network. So we don't know exactly what the interest level and the ratings would have been during the heyday of NXT. But it seemed like when NXT came onto TV that they were doing less than AEW. So NXT and AEW, the ratings, AEW won. So that's really interesting. What does that mean? So NXT is an anomaly in the fact that they seemingly outsold merchandise of WWE and AEW if the Adam Cole baby, Bobby Roode, Nakamura days and stuff were back right now, Sasha Banks, all that stuff. they would beat AEW in merch sales. So it's just really interesting to me. Very strange. So there you have it. I don't know. I'm done with my rant. I don't know. We really just went way too far with that. But Raw did 1.6 million viewers overall. That is, they got close to 1.7, right? So they're about where they've been at. It went down a little bit with, like we said, there's a lot of sports on, playoffs and stuff like that right now. But Ric Flair has threatened legal action against Paisanos Restaurant following that confrontation, by the way, the other day. Which I found Ric Flair flipping out to be hilarious because he was like, it was the one time he used wrestling terminology during it. He's like, I put this place over. And that was hilarious, bro. He was like, I put this place over. And all I could think was like the guy working there is like, what the fuck does that mean? And then I just imagined like, what would it be like if Ric Flair was just ranting all this wrestling lingo to him? Because I've heard other wrestlers do that, where they're like, bro, this is a shoot. Or like, nah, I got to go to my shoot job. And like, it's like the regular people are like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, you have a job in guns? Like, what the hell does that mean? Anyway, tonight, you guys are going to be able to watch Buzz. Thank you for becoming a member on Patreon. You guys are going to be able to watch Out of Nowhere tonight, live on Patreon. So, if you're a patron, you'll get that link. You'll get the video. You'll be able to watch me and Jake tonight on Out of Nowhere. If you are a member on YouTube, you will be able to get the link to the show tonight, like Marvelous in the chat and Luis Urdaneta. Ric Flair needs to stop drinking in public, says Joe Bishop. That's funny. Let's see. What else do we got? Apollo the Leader sparked some good ideas, I think. Janelle, how you doing? Janelle Banks? Hey, Welsh. What up, Chief Wahoo? Oh, my God, brother. Oh, my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother.
Give me some more Cleveland.
Fun times in Cleveland again. Still Cleveland. Come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. Under construction since 1868. See our river that catches on fire. It's so polluted that all our fish have AIDS. We see the sun almost 3 times a year. This guy has at least 2 DUIs. The flats look like a Scooby-Doo ghost town. Don't slow down in East Cleveland or you'll die. Our economy's based on LeBron James. Buy a house for the price of a VCR. Our main export is crippling depression. We're so retarded that we think this is art. It could be worse though, at least we're not Detroit. We're not Detroit.
Wow. Joe, scroll down that article I sent you. Ric Flair said the staffer was in the stall watching him. What the fuck? That's weird, bro. Well, why was he in the stall watching him? Because he was Ric Flair and he was like, oh my God, Ric Flair. Ric Flair. The guy was watching him like he wanted to see his old man crotch? Is that what you're telling me? What the hell? Let me tell you, you looked at my pecker. He gave the girl a $1,000 tip. You know, why not turn the headline into Ric Flair goes on drunken tirade, but tips waitress $1,000? Why can't that be the article? Why can't the article be Ric Flair tips $1,000 and calls the owner a dickhead? Because that was funny. You're a dickhead. Like, did you guys hear that part? That was great. You know? I'm a dickhead. Oh, I gotta send something to somebody. I'm sorry. Fun times in Cleveland again. Dude was pissing and got nervous. That's a good point. He had a problem peeing. He was wanting to take a pic with Flair while in the bathroom. Flair said, I don't take pics in the bathroom. Why would you do that if you're on the staff? Why wouldn't you approach him at the bar? Bro, people don't even know how to act in public. Like, let me approach you in the bathroom, dude. If you see someone famous in the bathroom, I don't even think I would say anything to them. I would be like, I'm still thinking about pissing. I'd be like, say Randy Orton is in the bathroom. Say he's pissing and I'm about to piss. If I come in and I look at the stalls and Randy like looks over and I see Randy's face, I might go to piss and say, what's up, Randy? And then piss. And then maybe I would say like, I'm like, yo, can I get a photo outside the bathroom? Or like when we get out of the bathroom, can I take a photo, bro? Maybe I'd say that, maybe. Or I just wait. But if it was Ric Flair at the bar and you go in the bathroom and Ric Flair's in the bathroom, I don't want to engage Ric Flair in the bathroom. I feel like that's awkward. Even though he's like a famous person. I mean, I've met Ric Flair before, but you know what I mean? Like, I just piss. I come out, wash my hands. Maybe if Rick's washing his hands, I'm washing my hands. I might go, woo, you know, like something like that. You know, Ric Flair's next to me. Ric Flair goes, ha, woo, like we leave the bathroom. And then be like, Rick, can I get a picture, man? Not in the bathroom. Hey, Rick, can I get a photo? But next to the fucking shit and floating in the toilet next to us? Weird. And you're not supposed to have cell phones in the bathroom. I think it's illegal. Isn't that illegal to film in the bathroom? It's fucking illegal. I think. So why not go up to Ric Flair at the bar and be like, Rick, what's up? I'm a huge fan. Can I buy you a drink for a photo? Can I buy you some wooings for a photo? Why not just do that at the bar? And you could be rude and be like, oh my God, it's Ric Flair, and take a photo. And that's rude because you didn't ask him. And he's sitting at the bar at your place. And then you just take the phone out and take a picture with him without him caring or knowing. Now, he might be like, ooh, I'm Ric Flair, and smile and wave. Or he might be like, come on, bro, what the fuck? That might annoy him too. So why not ask? Why not say, hey, Rick, a lifelong fan, man. And by the way, here's the other thing you can do. Do you want to know the other thing you can do? Don't ask for the fucking photo first. Don't do that. Because now you just sound like one of every other nutcase. He's at a bar trying to relax, and you go, can I get a photo? And he works there. Now Rick's like, yeah, sure. Like, nah, man, or whatever. You don't even know you yet. Dude, if you're at the bar, and you either work at the bar or you are just at the bar, if you work at the bar, it's easy. You'd be like, Rick, I'm a huge fan, man. Please let me buy you a drink tonight. You know, I don't have a lot, but it's not normal that I get to buy legit legend a drink tonight, baby. Let me buy you a drink, Flair. You know, or if you don't want to get into that, you can talk about something else that isn't about him or wrestling. You can just say, man, what up, Rick? How great is it to have Flair at the bar, baby? And Ric Flair will be like, oh yeah, woo! Like he'll do something like that, and be like, so what's up? Talk about whatever. Then eventually you can be like, Rick, can I get a picture, man? Like, I've been a fan forever. It's hard, whatever. And Rick might be like, I like this guy. Yeah, let's take a photo. We just talked about horse racing. We just talked about the weather. We just talked about Florida. We just talked about this bar. We talked about anything but wrestling and everything else. And I like this guy. And now the guy's also a fan. Fuck yeah, let's take a photo. But if you're just like, I'll take a photo. It's like, fuck. I don't know, bro. Might work out better for you. But who the fuck takes a photo in the bathroom? Remember that fan that did that to Randy Orton? And Randy's just like, fucking God, man. That's just weird. All right, well, I'm having a terrible week. I hope you guys are doing all right. My allergies are murdering me. I was supposed to go get the hole in my tooth fixed today. I have a giant crack and hole in my tooth, but couldn't do that. So I don't know how my speech is going to be going forward for a little bit, but I'm trying to figure it out. You know, there's just a big hole and a nerve. A hole and a nerve. And you know when you talk loud enough that the wind pushes through and it murders the nerve? It's like, oh. So that's been crazy. So that's been irritating me this whole time. But I'm trying to talk. But America, baby. We live in America. And even in America, your insurance isn't good. You know what I'm saying? So I probably have the best insurance I've had in a long time. And it's not good enough. But also, I'm probably not going to have anything soon. Oh my God, bro. They are literally destroying my company is destroying itself. That being said, I will catch you guys tonight. Maybe should be for Out of Nowhere behind the paywall. And if you're a member, you'll get the link too. I will see you then. Hit that like button on your way out if you like. See you then.